Hi everyone, it's this time of the year again. I've got Christmas album playing. My little friend, assistant, Olivia is going to help us again this year to make my mum's recipe of quiche Lorraine. So we're going to start with the pastry crust, okay? So for that we'll need 200 grams of flour. Can you measure this?
200?
200, yeah, if you need this. It's up to you. Yes, 200 grams. So you put this in this bowl, yeah. You need about 100 grams of butter, okay? So do you want to cut this? Alright.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
There you go. So put it in here, we're going to melt it, okay? There you go. You're going to break an egg in the flour. A pinch of salt. Okay. Alright, that should be good. It's going to be a little hot. We're going to wait till it cools down a bit. And we need a bit of water. Just a little bit, not even just barely that. Okay, so we put this here. And then what do we do, Olivia? We mix. How do we mix it?
With our hands.
Yes. Go for it. Start mixing. Mix it in. Not too hot. Good. And we end up with this. Good. Alright. So we're going to let this rest for a bit. Yes. We're going to put this aside. We're going to prepare the filling. And the filling is 5 eggs, 150 milliliters of milk, some what we call in France lardons. You need about 200 grams of pancetta cubes. So I usually get it sliced in big chunks of half an inch. This is the longest part of this dish, is preparing the bacon bits. Okay, so just break the eggs, please. Alright, the milk. So 150 ml of milk, and over here we use sour cream. In France we would use crème fraîche, which is richer, fatter. We put around 100 grams of sour cream. So basically 2 big spoonfuls.
Of it.
There you go.
Now
Now we whisk it. So we have to whisk it so it's completely smooth, okay? While you do this, I'm gonna fry the bacon. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so that should be done. We're just going to drain this a bit. We're going to drain the oil, yeah. And what we're going to do now is put the pastry crust in the dish. Okay? So nice and toasted.
And delicious smelling.
Yes. So everyone should have one of those at home now. Hopefully Santa hasn't forgotten any of you. I usually like to put some parchment paper in this way. And you can either use a rolling pin, but because we use a gluten-free flour, it doesn't really spread very well or roll very well. Yes, so we do it the old-fashioned way, right?
And
Start in the middle,
use your hands.
and we use our hands. And we just make it even across.
On the sides and in the middle.
Yes. You've done this before, haven't you?
Yes.
Alright, nearly there.
Yep.
Just need to make sure the sides are
Even.
even and as high as they can be, so it doesn't spill over. What do we do before we put the filling?
First, before we do it, we prick holes in
In the crust?
the crust.
Yes.
So we do it in the middle and on the
Alright, so it should be like nice and even all the way up to the sides. Now we prick.
But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that
Good stuff. Yeah, okay. Alright, so now we pour the mix into it.
sure it's Christmas.
There you go. And then we're going to spread our bacon bits evenly. Pancetta bits. It's good, isn't it? Oh yes. Very good. Remember, everything you eat doesn't end up in the dish. And it's quite okay if there is more bacon than not enough. Yeah. And you can really put whatever you want in a quiche. You can fill it with other veggies or mushrooms, anything you want. The classic quiche Lorraine is basically bacon and egg and cream. Now we're going to just sprinkle some grated cheese on top, so that's Gruyere.
And it melts good.
Candy canes and silver lanes that glow.
Alright, now the oven should be preheated at about 200 or 190 Celsius. I like to put my quiche on an oven-proof dish, so it's easier to take it in and out of the oven. Alright, so I'm just going to put it in for 40 minutes or 45, depending on how golden it is. And if it's not golden enough, you just can leave it, but usually 40 minutes is more than enough.
like Christmas.
Alright, it's been 40 minutes. Let's check if it's cooked.
One in the park as well. It's the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow.
Yes, it's cooked. There you go. There you have it. That's quiche Lorraine for you. Enjoy. Happy Christmas.